up, everybody? Monday. Here we are, back again. I hope y'all are doing good. I hate adjusting this camera all the time. One day we'll have it all just nice and perfect. But I hope you're doing good tonight. It's been a nice day, except for dinner time. Wendy's, man, it was a disaster. Why Wendy's got to be a disaster on a Monday night? You don't mess with, when you mess with people's food, people get mad. And I get mad, man. I get too mad, probably. Well, man, people that work at a fast food, man, just get it right. Just get it right. Luckily, it was all DoorDash, so anyway. But I hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing a lot better now, thankfully. Mark, the guitar player, he was first in line. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Ray Freese in the house. How you doing, Ray? Great to see you, brother. And how do you do, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. Jake says, as Al Bundy says, let's rock. Yes, sir. There you go, Mark. Zach G, I'm doing great, buddy. How about you, man? John, thank you so much, my friend. That's very kind of you to say, and I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Donald James up into the house, and thank you, John. Stardust is rocking. There you go, Mark. Todsy's like, what a great song. Great listening to that wide range. Oh, yes, sir. It's just I call it my drone. I've got like about 8 of these, like just different keys, and then just one big long drone note, and you kind of make it up as you go along. It's pretty fun. It's a good warm-up, way to warm up, real quick warm-up. Juji in the house, how you doing, Juji? Good to see you. Donald J said, this should be the beginning of a stage show where it's all dark. True, and a bunch of smoke, fog machines, all that stuff cooking. That'd be dope, man. That'd be dope. You're quite welcome, John. We always appreciate you, man, for sure. Daniel Barry, how you doing, buddy? Happy Monday to you. Judy says, I admit I get hangry, yeah. It was like, you know what the problem is? If you change the order, we usually get the same thing where we change the order just slightly. And it's like the playbook at the restaurant. They're just like, what do we do? They want to change something. My God. Okay. Jabroni says he's cooked. He just asked out. Fine. There you go, brother. Rosana Boyanoche. Good to see you. Dude, you said she can't wait to get her harpsichord fix on. We'll do some harpsichord. It's pretty much a wide open tonight, I guess. We'll play whatever. It's gonna be a whole week of just playing whatever. If you notice, we have one of the new T-shirts already. This is the Iron Maiden Number of the Beast T-shirt. We got that. I got all my shirts, so we're gonna have all new week of shirts this time. It's gonna be crazy. Lots of shirts to show off this week. But let's get some other tunes going and keep the warm-ups happening. I'm starting to feel the blood flow. It's a little cold in here from the AC. It's been a bit chilly. Plus it rained most of the day, so it's been like pretty chilly outside today. So we're getting it warm. I can feel the blood flowing. I can feel the Mountain Dew starting to kick in. So we should be good. But we'll do a couple more warm-ups here just to get going even further. Excuse me. Let's see. All right, here we go. Mark the guitar players. What pick do you use? Yes, sir. Yes. This is a Dunlop Delrin 1.5 millimeter. It's the second thickest pick that Dunlop makes. It's an amazing pick for shredding. Juji said there's nothing worse than getting nuggets at Wendy's and not getting sauce. Now that's even worse. You could blow a gasket if that happens. Juji said yes, rocking the Matrix. Absolutely. Tazi said let's hear some Number of the Beast. Well, yeah, brother. We played that maybe once when I was like a young kid back in the day. That's a good one, though. I know a little bit. Donald James says he's going to focus on learning the fire within now. Going to learn it piece by piece. I'm getting the beginning. Great, dude. That's awesome. I love to hear it. Very nice. Ray Free says, now we're rocking. You know how we do. Donald James says he's watching Ghost of Maiden earlier. He's another good one. He nailed it. Oh, man. He is Iron Maiden. He might be a son of Iron Maiden, something from some of them guys. Mustafa, good to see you, buddy. How you doing tonight? All right. It's true. It's true. Mustafa, thanks, buddy. All right, what we got next? All right, we got a nice new jam. The new jam. This is a nice warm up for me. Let's give it a swirl and let's go. getting it there. We're getting it there. That's a nice one for sure. I like that song. So let's slow it down just a touch after that. A nice little ballady ballad after that. A lot of great comments, a lot of great people hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. I truly appreciate it. Well, let's see, where did we leave off here? Coolioni says the way he plays should be added in Call of Duty when zombie are getting heavy. Yeah, no doubt. I love Call of Duty Zombies, man. That's good. What's that one thing? Isn't that the one zombies for like Black Ops, I think? That tune jams, man. That's a jamming tune. Let's see. Thank you, Mustafa. Coolio says mobile or PC. I'm on a PC right now. I'm using my iPhone for the camera, but everything else is coming through the PC. Mark's back. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Coolioni. Mark, my favorite guitar is this one right here. This is Jackson Dinky Reverse Pro. I have 5 of these in total, but this one here is the ultimate favorite of them all. It just plays like magic. Down faster than the speed of light. We trying. Oh shoot, Coolian says more than Max Verstappen in a race. Now that's what I'm talking about. My man knows Formula One. Very nice. Thank you, Shimmy. Good to see you, buddy. Algorithm in the house. How you doing, bro? Good to see you there. Dude, you said don't blink, you'll miss it. I know. Donald said that sounded like Flash of the Blade. Maybe a little bit. Maybe Call of Duty ripped it off. Yeah, Flash of the. It's very heavy. You're right. I never thought of that. Good ear, Donald. Yeah. Yeah. If you listen to the one Call of Duty off the Call of Duty Zombies, I'll have to find it. I think it's called something 49 or something. I cannot remember. But yeah, you're right, dude. I'll find it and I'll post it on that Discord and we'll listen. Algo say you've been working too much to see the streams, but glad to see you. It's always good to see you, but as you know, life always comes first, no matter what, man. We always appreciate you, though, brother. Coolio says, wow, holy cow, when the last boss Reggie's mobile one Call of Duty, have you played it? There you go, man. I haven't played the mobile version. I never went into it. Last we were playing was Black Ops 6. I'm waiting on Black Ops 7. Juan Carlos Escobar, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, as promised, we're going to slow it down just a touch for this one. Nice little kind of ballady, smooth jam. Let's see what we can do with it. nice and chill for that one. It's a very cool song. All right, what do we got? 25 minutes in. We're pretty much done with the warm-ups. I feel good, ready to burn more shred. All right, let's see what we got here. Mark asks, what amplifiers? I don't use an amplifier, but I use a plug-in. I'll be happy to show it to you, and anyone else that's interested. I will pop this up on the screen so you can see what I use. I use Amplitude 5 Max. It is, in my opinion, the best plugin out there. And I've tried them all. I have them all. But basically, this is the plugin in my digital audio workstation. This is considered a JTM 45 Plexi, early 70s Marshall. Very much similar to what Jimi Hendrix used. I use a 10-band EQ with all flat except for the mids are scooped. A little gate because otherwise it would sound like this. We don't want that. And then this is like this right here is a distortion pedal. It's like an MXR Distortion Plus, and it's all cranked up. And then we just have some cabinets, classic 1960A Marshall cabinet with the GT 1275Cs, nice U87 microphone and a SM57 microphone. So very simple setup, nothing crazy at all. Otherwise, during my true live playing, when I play out live in front of people, I use Marshall JCM 2000 DSL 100s. Those things smoke, man, for sure. All right, let's see. Let's get some album tracks cooking here. How about we do some... Oh, I never know if there's new people, old people, different people. So I'm just going to play the classics that we know for now. It's Monday night. We'll start fresh. But there's a lot of great people hanging out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time tonight. Evan Kelly, what's up, bro? Good to see you today for you, tonight for us. Algo says, did I totally miss the Shred video, Rick and Tyler? And you did not. No, it hasn't been out yet. No, there's a whole other new Shred video that we're in. Jared's having another contest, a side contest, right now. We were in the last video. So if you go to Jared Dine's channel, look for the last video he did about guitar players or whatever. Both Tyler and I are in that, which is pretty cool. Jake's Five says, the music is doing a lot of healing on me tonight. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, buddy, for being here. I'm glad I could praise you with, bless you with some nice music, man, for sure. Thank you, Mark. Sense of Wonder, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much. There you go. Evan said alcoholic rhythm. There you go. Let's see. Thank you, Sense of Wonder. Appreciate it. Mustafa says he was speechless, huh? Thank you, Mustafa. Very, very kind of you, buddy. Okay. Mustafa says, teach us FL Studio sometime if you're like, I don't know. I don't use Fruity Loops. I had it one time. It was all right. But if you need help with it, I can download and figure something out for you if you need help. But I use Studio One version 7, and I use Pro Tools. So if you have those and you need questions answered, I know a lot about that stuff. Judy said it would be great to see you live somewhere. I know. That's the goal. That's the goal. Thank you, Mark. Juan Carlos, thank you, buddy. Jamila in the house. Buenas noches. Good to see you. Costumes, David. Thank you. Was that right? I did say David yesterday. But I couldn't remember if it was David or Brian. I was right. I had a 50% chance. But it's good to see you, brother. Evan says anxiety is sky high today. One of his ear special appointments tomorrow, including an open of a surgeon. Oh man, yeah. Then it's high. It's high anxiety for sure, brother. Well, we'll be praying for you, man, keeping you in our thoughts for sure, for sure. Absolutely, brother. We only the best for you, my friend. All right. If you don't know, I do have an album that came out last year. It's called Until the Bitter End. It's available here on my YouTube channel. If you just go to my page, look for the releases tab, you can check it out as much as you like. If you'd like to purchase it, you can get it on iTunes and Amazon. This one right here is one of the hits off the album. It's called Symphony 40. So let's give it a shot. Symphony for you right there. That was a funny one, Stardust. He maybe thought I was pretty. I mean, hey, I like that, you know. No one thinks I'm that pretty. That's funny. Oh man, you gotta love the constant man. My man waited 5 minutes to post that, but that's cool, Daddy John. That's cool, man. Anyway, thank you, Jamila. Evan, thank you, buddy. Algo said, I think this is the best track on the album. Well, thank you, buddy. That's a good one for sure. Ray Freese was feeling that. Viajando por Mexico. Thank you. Muchas gracias, amigo. Algo said, totally riding a motorcycle in heavy traffic. Very fast song for me. There you go, buddy. Mark, we doing good over here for sure. Tazi knows. Symphony 40. Fun to listen to. Tate, my man, Tate, how you been, brother? It's great to see you. He dropped that super chat, bro. Thank you so much, Tate. That's awesome, dude. Good to see you, man. We never know. We don't see people, then we see them, and we don't, then we do. But it's always good to see you, buddy. It's been a minute. Hope you're great, man. Evan said the only downside of metal, it can ruin your ears. True that, like I said. I don't know how I survived. I mean, I can still hear pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. I played in front of a lot of Marshalls and Mesa Boogie amplifiers in my day. I'm not sure. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. Jamila, thank you. Andrea Mix in the house. It's my digs. There you are. How you doing? Thank you, Juji. Thank you, Tate. Mustafa. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that, bro. El Drone de Suena. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mark. There you go, Andrea. Yeah, he needed to touch grass and perhaps clean the socks. Time for that sock cleaning. I'll go. Thank you, buddy. El Drone, he says, we love you here in Mexico. That's awesome. Muchas gracias, amigo. Thank you so much. Carlos Marquez, thank you, buddy. Carlos Juan Solis Tabares from Mexico. Good to see you. Bienvenidos to all my Mexican fans. Jamila, thank you. Muchas gracias. All right, let's see. All right, we'll move along to Until the Bitter End. That's another classic Shredder track. We also do have merchandise of a lot of these songs. If anyone's interested, of course, you're free to look. And if there's something you like, you never know. But hey, we'll put the shirt on the screen. This song is called Until the Bitter End, which is the title track of my album. And I'm going to put a T-shirt on the screen there for you, which is the T-shirt for the song. So and it's also the album cover. So hopefully you enjoy this one. Appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I do videos every single day of the week and go live 5 times a week. And this community right here is the best you'll find. As for Jake's vibing, dang it. All right, let's go. out there. All right, there you go. That was fine. Until the bitter end right there. Oh, there's some funny chatting going on there, y'all. What? I will tell you my secret momentarily. I promise. Let's see. All right, let's see. We got more songs to go here tonight, everybody. Let me see. I'm gonna put up the next T-shirt for the next song. Why not? T-shirt for the song. It's T-shirt song night, everybody. T-shirt song night. All right, where's that one ready to go? Let's see what we got. There's some good stuff in this chat, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Andrea says, again, this dude knows how to shred, but he also knows that Duran is great as well, and that's beautiful. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Sleepless back again. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Mark says, how is Rick real? I don't. Sometimes I don't wish. I wish I was something else, but I'm as real as it gets, my friend. It's all me, 100% here, buddy. Chris Liggett in the house. What's up, buddy? Jonathan Carter, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. Chris Liggett, this was crack. Sorry. Chris Liggett says, you look younger today. Have you shredded yourself back in time? Yeah, we did a little. I played a little bit too fast last night. I kind of reversed time just a bit, for myself at least. Not sure if anything happened to anyone else out there, but yeah, a little reversal of time. Evan knows beard magic. I got a brand new brand. I got a new brand of Scotch tape. A lot of Scotch tape going on here. Makes me look that much younger. I got a Scotch tape of all the wrinkles and stuff. Mustafa, thank you, buddy. Em, good to see you there. Thank you. Val Kimber in the house. How you doing, Val? Thank you, Algo. Evan Kelly's feeling that one. Wasted years. There you go, brother. Good to see you. Algo, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Juan Carlos says, Realmente espectacular, incredible. Saludos de Argentina. Muchas gracias, Juan Carlos. Thank you, buddy. Jello Fluoride in the house. How you been, buddy? Good to see you there. Algo said, we didn't see the t-shirt. You didn't? Which one? The one on the screen? Or the one I'm wearing? It depends. I think it depends on what platform you're on, honestly, to see the shirts. Chris Lee said, ain't no secret then, yep. Donald James knows. Donald James knows the secret. How'd you know? She probably said something. Yeah, we went from the brown, because I naturally have brown, my hair is naturally brown. My beard hair is naturally brown, but he's like, nah, we'll go with the dark black to see what that looks like. Looks pretty wild. Feels good. Evan says, sorry, Rick, but I watch you in a vid. You mentioned your beard magical tricks. There is many magic out there. Evan says, it's a very black male thing to do. True that. Aka Koi said, I think that happened to me too. There you go, buddy. Chris feeling it. Val says, Ricky's got a brand new bag. You know how that is. No worries. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, I leave all my old videos up. You can see there's some differences in my appearance over the last few years. It's how I, you have to keep up with appearances. That's the thing. If you don't keep up with appearances, that's where problems could happen. Judy says, no shame in the dye. Yeah, I know, right? Ladies do it all the time, man. They got some beautiful, crazy stuff. Stardust has some wild streaks and the stuff like that going on. I don't know how they do it. Bug in the house. How you doing, Bug? Good to see you there. M asks, you ever mess with any other string instruments, banjo, mandolin? Yeah. Over time I have. I mean, I don't own them, but yeah, it's one time a kid I knew, he wanted to write a song for some contest, and he wanted banjo in it. He didn't know how to play it, but he had one. And I said, I'll bring it over, dude. I'll figure it out. So I figured it out and made up some banjo riff for his song. And then one of my ex's stepfathers had a mandolin. I went over there one time. He broke that out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty wild. What's that all about? And I checked it out, and I was like, I started shredding on it, and he's like, that's amazing, man. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I play with them for sure. Hanson in the house. Thanks for that super chat, brother. He says, bro, how long should I practice each day to excel? It's a great question. It's in this day and age, it's so hard because you have the phone or your computer or your video games, your streaming, or your job, your life, your wife, your girlfriend, or whoever, your partner in life, whatever. There's so many things that distract you from doing that. But honestly, buddy, if you can do at least 6 hours in a day of practicing specific things on guitar, that's where you can go, man. But honestly, 2 hours is good, 4 hours good, 6, 8 if you can. But the more time you put in, the better you'll get faster. But unfortunately, a lot of people today have very, dare I say, low attention spans, and they can't do that for that many hours. Some people can, some people can't. But that's what it takes to be the difference between just someone that's having fun playing guitar, someone that's taking it so seriously that they want to be, up there with the big guys or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's a good amount of time, buddy. At least 2 hours, I would say, at the minimum. If you're really serious about it, at least 2 hours a day for sure. AP says, enjoying your Scotch tape live stream. When we get the super glue announced, you don't even know where the super glue goes. I can't even say it on this channel. Oh man. Stardust says Rick has a lot of white in his beard and the brown wasn't matching his hair, so I decided to do it. Yeah. There you go. Cat's out of the bag now, everybody. Like I said, you can go to any one of my old live streams and you see like, whoa. What happened? How did Rick do that? Magical. See, Val Kimber said he dated a girl named Mandolin. There you go. Sounds about right. Dalzation says, a hell of a shredding on a banjo. I know, right? It was funny. I have a demo of it too somewhere. I thought I found it the other day. Or a couple weeks ago, I was searching. I wonder if I saved it to my hard drive. It's a silly song, but I was like, whatever. Dude, you said my mom plays banjo. Now I'll laugh thinking we're shredding on it. There you go. Shred it up. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured out what the notes were. I figured out what the string notes were, and then just started going from there. That's all you got to. That's all you need to know. What notes the strings are, and that gives you the idea. There you go, AP. Akakoi said I didn't play for like 5 years, then somehow got better than I ever was. That sounds a lot like me, brother. I didn't play for 5 years as well. Starting in 2018, started playing in 2023 again, and up to this point, I'm better than I was when I was in my 30s, man. I play way better. Smile more. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. Thank you, my friend. Chris Leggett knows shred back in time. Yep. Val says she was kind of high strung, a little bit. Hanson says, how many years are we talking about from scratch? I'll tell you this. So I started taking guitar lessons from a teacher when I was 15 years old. It's 15. After 1 year of me taking a lesson every week and then practicing at least 6 hours a day of this stuff, by the time I was 16, I could join a band. And then I started taking lessons from another teacher that was more shred-centric, like Yngwie and stuff like the stuff that I like. So I spent 1 more year doing that, and it practiced even as more than 6 hours sometimes a day. So by the time I was 17, I got accepted to college early for music. So at least a year of hard work. 2 years to get you right up in there. And by that point, I was like one of the top guitar players in Northeast Ohio at age 17. But yeah, I had to work. I had to work tirelessly. Mark, there you go, buddy. Yeah, true that, Aka, absolutely, buddy. Evan says, water, no cigarette, no alcohol, good food, and you're 70% on your way to looking 10 years younger. True that? You know how old I am, buddy, and people don't think I look that old. And that's from I've done well in my life. I've done well. I'm not too stressed. I've seen other people my age, and I'm like, whoa. Val said, no, really, I did. I believe you, man. Tazi said that would be a good night watching you play acoustic and banjo and violin, a tutorial of instruments. Hey man, if someone wants to send me that stuff, man, I'm not buying one, but if someone said, hey, I'll send you my violin, my mandolin and stuff, I'll check it out. AP says, bro, since it's t-shirt night, can I get a back-to-back request in this bad way? Thrones followed by Speeder. You got it, bro. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Just like you said, too. Thrones, then Speeder. That's a done deal, AP. Done deal, brother. Kirsty from Australia. Good to see you, Kirsty. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Val said he couldn't resist the high strung joke. True that. That's like you were going good there, man. Hanson, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I wish you all the best of luck Like, I don't know where you're at in your journey of guitar, but I do have some lessons on my channel. If you go to my channel, look at the video section. There's a bending exercise. There's a exercise every player should know, and then before that is like a kind of an instructional, about 30-minute instructional video. Aka said my dad wouldn't let me take guitar. I didn't start until I was 16. Yeah, I feel that, man. I just never got into it. I had about 14. I loved Judas Priest, and I wanted to learn Judas Priest songs. And I wanted to. Some of my friends were playing guitar. I was like, I want to play guitar too. And my mom said, well, I don't know about that. Sure. And she said, well, I'll see if your uncle has a guitar you can borrow. And sure enough, he gave me a guitar to borrow. And after, she said, if you play this and you figure out how to play and your uncle says you're good enough, then I'll get you lessons after that. And that's how it worked. So I kind of taught myself a little bit for a year. Just chunking around and stuff, playing stupid stuff. AP says life begins after XX. True that. Bug says the maiden sickest shirt. Thank you so much. I got this up in Orlando when we were on vacation. It's very nice. Tuba Ra, thank you so much. There you go, AP. Yeah, absolutely, Kirsty. Mark Andre, good to see you. M says, speaking of aging, do you deal with any tension or pain in your joints while playing? If so, how do you treat it? Not from playing, no, just from life itself, man. But usually, if I have any type of weird pain or whatever, it's a stuff called a biogel. It works really, really well. I was in a car accident way back in '96, and that's where I learned of this biogel stuff from my chiropractor. And it's cold. It's like putting ice on your muscles and bones directly. It seeps in there really good, and it does the job, man. But yeah, that's all I ever use is that stuff. But otherwise, yeah, my hands and fingers, I've never had too much problem. I never, a little bit, one time a long time ago, I had some weird pain in my one finger, but I used to use Flex All 454 as well for that. It was a pretty good stuff. Evan says, bending exercise is didn't know you gave yoga to. Oh yeah, man. You got to stretch it out. You got to try it out. You be stretching real good. Carlos Marquez, appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Aka. All right, let's see. All right, we're not going to do that. We're just going to cut right into Speeder, and actually we're going to do Thrones first. Let's swap out the shirt, man. Because AP had the good request there. We don't, and I like to change things up. I don't like to do things I try not to do everything the same, but I like when we change things up, to be honest. All right, this is a Throne of Obsidian. Throne of Obsidian t-shirt. We're going to go right to Throne of Obsidian here. Where is it at? Now we'll go right into Speeder after that. Throne of Obsidian, I wrote that a while ago. That's off the list here. Okay, here we go. All right, everybody. This is a song I wrote earlier this year. Actually January. Probably January 4th. So let's check it out. It's called Throne of Obsidian. This is a crank and jam. of Obsidian right there per request. Thank you, AP. We will move along to the next request of his, which was Speeder, which is always played around this time anyway, so that's a perfect timing. If I can find it. Got a lot of songs here. All right, Speeder is ready to go. We will swap out the Throne shirt for the Speeder shirt. Because why not? I will be wearing this shirt most likely this week. I have this one. It looks amazing. I love the look of this one. Plus, I love race cars and Formula One. So check out this Speeder shirt if you haven't checked it out already. A lot of great comments. A lot of great people hanging out so far. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I do videos every single day of the week. I go live 5 times a week. And we have a great community here. You should join it. You should check it out. All right, where did we leave off here? Jim 420 in the house. How you doing, Jim? Good to see you, brother. Thank you, Juji. Aka, thank you. Real B Muse, good to see you there. There you go, Jim. Anti-Woke, you're quite welcome, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us. Judy said, I got an appointment tomorrow. Can I hear Queensr to shred the bed? I'll see if I can see what I can do. Rob Bowen said the transition was killer. Oh, thank you, Rob. Appreciate that, buddy. Mama says you are live. Hi, Rick. Hi, Mama. Good to see you tonight. Rob Broden, he said, I love this bridge. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Absolutely, Jim 420. Pella got the count. 115 likes. Not too shabby tonight. Very nice. Thanks, everyone, for liking the video. Everybody knows Brody Gang's in the house for sure, for sure. Jake vibing. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Beyond Recognition asks, can I play After Midnight by Andy John? I've never heard of it. I've heard After Midnight by Eric Clapton. Is it the same song? AP knows less rock. Absolutely, buddy. Sleepless Ones, K.I.com. Okay, let me add that to the list here. We'll put that under here. Okay, we'll probably play it a little later. I really got to be warmed up for that. You know how that one goes. That could be the song in there, if anything. But we'll see. We'll see where we go. Real B, thanks so much there. Evan wants to know which donuts sell out the most. My favorite at Dunkin' Donuts is the maple frosted. I love the maple frosted. So good, so good. I'm not a fan of their glaze though. I'm not sure why anyone's a fan of Dunkin' Donuts glazed. Because Krispy Kreme will smoke that any day. Beyond says no, definitely not, but it's still amazing. Oh, thanks. Okay, buddy. I'll have to check it out. I know who Andy is, but I never tried to learn his stuff, man. Because he probably never tried to learn my stuff either. We in the same wheelhouse there. But he's a killer player, ain't no doubt about that. Michael Fairbank and asks, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. AP says Louder Than Life 2025 is next week. Louder Than Rick 2025. There you go. Jake knows Maple Frost is great. Yeah, buddy. That's all I want, man. That's all. When I was a kid growing up, Krispy Kreme had these maple cream sticks. I love maple. I love that maple flavor, man. But Dunkin' does okay with their maple. Krispy Kreme doesn't do maple anymore. Don't even know why. Val knows my marble cake. Yeah, marble cake's the best, man. Jake says glazed and chocolate with sprinkles sells the most. But glazed, that's weird. Yeah, no offense to anyone that loves Dunkin' Donuts. I think their glazed donuts are terrible. That'd be the last thing I'd buy. Like, I used to bring like donuts to my job, and there'd be some like, oh, we got Dunkin' Donuts, everybody, and you got a ton of glazed here. I'm like, glaze? This ain't got no glaze on it. This is the worst glaze I've ever seen in my life. It's like dry. It's like the driest donut on the planet. But you go to Krispy Kreme, now that's glazed up. All right, let's get a Speeder up in here. If you're new here and never heard this song before, make sure you slow down if you're driving. Make sure you buckle up if you're seated. And make sure if you're flying, hit that autopilot because we're about to get bumpy in here. This one is called Speeder. Let's go. right, that was Speeder. Hope you're safe after that. Man, that got crazy on that for sure. We got those two covered. Let's 11:07. Let's try that new. We're gonna try the new song of the week because I gotta practice this like every day. I need to get this down. I need to get this new song down. It's song. I've been listening to the song, this new song I wrote. And I'm like, man, I gotta get this right. This one's what's up. Let me think of a Juji Queensryche jam. I learned some more Queensryche for you, Juji. How about this one? How about this next riff? Shadows, by day we'll live in a dream. Walk with me. What's that one? That's up. How'd that go? Jet City Woman. How's the verse go? I can't think how the verse goes. I don't know. That's a great song. Jet City's a great song too. I was listening to Empire album the last couple of days. That's a great album. That Empire album, honestly, it really is. Oh, we got a lot of comments off that one. I gotta get cooking on these comments here. Val said he liked the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. A lot of people do. Yeah. They got something that we used to get quite a bit. It was called a frozen chocolate. I guess it was like, a hot chocolate, but like frozen or whatever. That's freaking pretty good, man. Jake could probably know about that, man. I like that one. Jim 420 says Dunkin' has some decent Boston creams. True. Yeah, they're not too bad. Timothy's talking about maple with a piece of bacon. Now, there you go, man. There's a donut shop around down the street. Apparently got a donut. A maple frosted donut with like bacon bits on it or something, or bacon chunks or something. I don't know. It looks pretty good. I could deal with that. There you go, Mark. Thanks, buddy. Respawn John, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Evan says, did you know rainbow flavor ice cream is caramel? Once you know, you know. I did not know that. I get chocolate with peanut butter. That's my ice cream right there. Beyond Recognition says, also want to tell you that Jesus is alive and he died for everyone. That's true, buddy. Have a blessed night and keep rocking. Thank you, Beyond Recognition. God bless you, brother. Metalhead says, love it, bud. You're fantastic guitarist. Thank you, Metalhead Gamer. Appreciate you, bro. Paula in the house. How you doing, Paula? Good to see you tonight. Hope you're well. Like I said, I work with this dude who had brain cancer. He wouldn't shut up about his music. Total trash, but damn, your music is sick. Well, thanks, brother. I mean, nowadays, buddy, it don't matter if you got brain cancer or not. Anyone can make music nowadays. It's totally available to anyone. So there's a lot of people out there. I watch a lot of these videos. Like they'll say it's like a comedy thing. It's like the worst music on the internet. And there's people out there that are very delusional about it. But hey, man, it's the technology is there for everyone. So God love you, man. If you're trying to do it, and you're not that musical. I feel it though. I feel it. Evan says cinnamon sugar is popular over here. Is it really? I like cinnamon sugar, but not donuts. No. I like all the other stuff. There you go, Chris. Javi87 from Argentina. Muchas gracias, amigo. Thank you, Val. Rob Bowden said, this definitely belongs to my driving place, but I'm afraid I won't be able to help myself. I know, bro. It makes your foot a little heavier if you listen to that while you're driving. Chris Liggett said, gotta go. Wife just started Inglourious Basterds. A great movie, buddy. Enjoy it. It's a classic, man. Evan said, if it's Monday here, in theory, I should be able to give you guys a lot of number. I wish you could, bud. I wish you could. We could use it for sure. There you go, Mark. Michael Fairbanks says, sounds great. Thank you, buddy. He said, watching some Crocodile Dundee, eating some chips and dip. There you go, man. Not wrong with that. Thank you, Michael. Donald James knew that walk in the shadow. There you go. There's that Jet City. I saw that. I was like, I'll throw it in there real quick. Thank you, Juji. Evan said, Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday for you. Thank you, Juji. Jake C talking about the scorpion. Thank you, Mustafa. You got it, Juji. I have to learn that whole song better. I love that. That's my favorite album. Rage 4 is my favorite album. Thanks, Chris. Aka knows Tim Hortons. We don't have no Tim Hortons down here in Florida. We got something called Thornton's, which is I believe it's very similar. But yeah, I heard Tim Hortons got some stuff there. Val Kimmer said he's going to have to get some donuts tomorrow. I feel you, buddy. You can never go wrong with donuts, man. Ain't that the truth? Wheatley, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Love that. I love your avatar, buddy. We used to play Portal 2 quite often, man. Many stars. I love Portal 1 and Portal 2. Jake Five said the frozen hot chocolate, the bane of Dunkin' Donuts workers. Mostly kidding, but it's the hardest drink to make. Is it really? And look, I just throw it in a blender or something. But yeah, they're delicious though, man. There you go, Aka. Yep. Steve Gunner. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Steve. Nayan Bantawa. Hello to you, buddy. Jake said, I say hardest, but it's the longest. Got to put the syrups, cream, flavor shots, and ice to blend. I got you. There you go, Aka. Sleepless feeling that. He said, yeah, I like the Scorpions. Oh, yeah. Mark says, Rick, you're like the best guitar player ever. I know. I try, buddy. I try. Work hard. I'll work harder than the next guy, man. That's how you do it, man. But trust me, I watch a whole bunch of dudes that I think are the best guitar players. I'm just a guy having fun. And I'm having fun. I love what I do. I wish I was doing this all years and years before I even started again, man. This has been a lot of fun doing this, what I do, all the live streams and videos and stuff. But c'est la vie, as they say. All right, this is a brand new song of the week. Just wrote it on Saturday. It's still a little rusty. I'm still working on stuff. That's pretty cool. I like it. Let's go. Not too bad. Getting better. One note at a time. For sure, for sure. And thanks for listening to that one. That's a brand new one. Still working on that one. I appreciate you hanging out for that. Let's see. Kevin O'Neill, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Good to see you, man. M knows. He said Ingve would disagree with your love for donuts. Ingve, he into protein powder in his gummies, man. I love donuts, man. If Dimebag Daryl was alive and handed me a donut, I would gladly accept it. 100%. 100%. Macario in the house, how you doing? He says, my brother from a different mother, never change, always rock on, like I always say, make it cry. You know how we do, brother. Good to see you. Hope you are well, Macario. Domino's or pizza. True that. AP, you're welcome, brother. Those are some great requests, too. I love playing them. Val Cameron goes, c'est la vie, that's what my favorite to do, or whatever he says. Robbie Neville, that's a good song. That was a really good song from back in the day. Thanks, Michael. Morgan Hutton in the house. How you doing, Morgan? M says, loving the new stuff, dude. Thank you, M. Appreciate that. Let's see. Alpha Team in the house dropping a super chat. Thank you so much, Alpha Team. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate that. Well, Mark said, I'm back. I never left. There you go, buddy. Rob Bone said, I fear the drummer that could play this impressive stuff all around. Thank you, buddy. I know several of them, too. I know. I can name 5 right now that I can call on the phone right now and have play the drums on that. The sad news is I don't have the money to pay them. But one of these days we will. We'll have it. No big deal. But we'll get there. Akakoi, thanks, buddy. Tack, appreciate that, man. Judy says we have a little Generals that carry locally made fresh donuts. Restaurant, nice. There's some of these local places are actually better, way better than the Krispy Kremes and the Dunkin' Donuts of the world. Like I said, there's a gas station called Thornton's, and they got crazy donuts. Like they're delicious donuts. We need to go get some. I keep forgetting. Let's see. Bocat Samuel, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Rob Bone says Little Caesar's deep dish, though. I never tried that one. That's too much dough for me. I like a thinner crust. I like New York style pizza. That's my favorite kind. Is New York style. Felipe Martinez, hi, buddy. How you doing? Mark says he'll be back. All right, Juji says shredding the bed, 11:23, shred the bedtime, no problem, Juji. Have a wonderful evening and a better tomorrow. We'll see you then. Let's see. Okay, I had to read that comment. Jake was talking to Juji. I was like, what? Okay. I thought he said carry around flesh. I looked at it, so flesh bread. I was like, what? Thanks, Michael. Let's see. Mama says, Stardust, there you are. I'm having dyslexia tonight. I would have sworn that she said, are you there? Morgan says, great job, your music always rocks. Thank you, brother, appreciate that. Makara says, like always, my brother, you rock, I'll make it cry, you're awesome. My brother, never changed, please forgive me. I have to say goodnight and goodbye. No problem, brother, take it easy, man. Akakoi said he met some lady at the half price bookstore. I knew Vinnie Paul. Dang. That's pretty cool, man. A lot of people, I know several people that, lived in that area of Texas, and they all like, oh, I knew Dimebag and Vinnie since they were in high school and stuff. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. That would have been really cool to be out in that area around that time. I grew up in Ohio. We didn't have too many people up in Ohio that were that famous. AP says the thrill of Riff is more than enough. True that. Jake said they got a place called Daddy's Donuts that opened up right next door. Watch out. Aka said it's good. There you go, brother. Dan Anderson, brother Dan, good to see you, my man. He says share it out and smash the likes. Thank you, Dan. God bless you and appreciate you, bro. Very, very much. Evan said anyone watch Bad Omen Session 2? No, what's that? That's a band, right? I ain't heard that one. Emo Cowboy said, I love the Maiden shirt, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I got this one up in Orlando about a month or two ago. It's a beauty, man. This is probably the first Maiden album I ever heard. Not my favorite, but it's the first one I heard, and I still love it for sure. M says, you ever get into Tone McAlpine? I sure did, man, yeah. Edge of Insanity, Maximum Security. The thing that I did most of McAlpine of was Mars Project Driver. I worked with he went on tour for several years with the singer of Mars Project Driver. His name's Rob Rock, and Tony McAlpine played this band. So when we went on tour, I told Rob, I was like, dude, we have to play some Mars Project Driver tunes, man. And I was so happy because I never got to learn those McAlpine solos. So I went and learned a bunch of those McAlpine solos, man. So good. They're hard. If anyone wants to know, Tony McAlpine is probably one of the hardest guitar players to figure out because he's 100% classically trained. He plays piano, and he knows how to modulate in between chord progressions. Like he can change keys on a dime. That's what's hard about Tony McAlpine. Judy said when Subway came out with their ad Eat Fresh, it was around the time of the zombie shows out, so everyone said eat flesh. Oh, God. I feel that. In certain parts of the world, they would say fresh would be flesh. In certain parts of the world, I won't say where. Aka said she had tons of photos of them together, some old lady. Guess I was dating for long. That's cool, man. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're gonna meet. Wolfie in the house. How you doing, Wolfie? Good to see you, bro. Dan said classical genius. Yeah, Tony McAlpine's a classic. Mark says, I have changed my name. There you go. M says, do you know Quarter to Midnight now? I mean, I know it. What is that? The live solo he did? Yeah. Tony's a total classical genius, bro. I mean, he went to the Hart School of Music in Connecticut, which is a very prestigious music school. I wanted to go there too. I was like, man, I don't know, man. I stayed in Ohio, but yeah, he went to the Hart HARTT Hart School of Music in Connecticut. Graduated there, classical piano, and then my man Tony is one of the best ever, dude. Not too many people can play McAlpine. I've seen a couple people on YouTube play Tony. There's a guy named Rob, I think Rob Peters. He's one of the only people I've ever seen play Tony to the note, man. That's hard. Aka said, I love Tony Mac. Yeah, I've never got to meet him personally. I would love to though. He is amazing. I need to show him the solos I did when I was on tour, playing his solos. He might get a kick out of that. All right, well, let's see. What time is it? 11:30. We got 30 minutes to go. All right, let's see. Well, we didn't do Storm Rider night, and it's been raining around here today. So we're going to make sure we do the rain dance for tomorrow. And we'll pop this t-shirt up on the screen for y'all. This is a Storm Rider t-shirt right here. This is a beautiful one. This kind of has some McAlpine-ish stuff in the key changes I do in this, but not totally. But I do love Tony, man. There's no doubt, man. It was one of the greatest neoclassical guitar players that ever lived and is still living to this day. All right, so then with that being said, this one's called Storm Rider. Get your umbrellas out, get your raincoats on, your galoshes. We're going to ride the storm together, everybody. Let's go. go, Storm Rider. Hope you stayed dry during that one. It got a little wild. A little wild on that one. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. There's a lot of double entendres going on in this chat while I was doing that one. Let's see. Jake Vine said it sounds like something you would get tattooed straight from the heart. There you go, man. M said my late dad got me into Tony. I still have all his old tapes and mixtape recording, man. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, Tony was amazing, dude. Tony still got it. He was a big player in the shred game back in the day, man. I think I have a Tony McAlpine instructional video on my hard drive. It's pretty amazing, man. The dude was just nuts. Jake said he needed him some Storm Rider. There you go. Michael Fairbanks feeling the lightning. Dog eat in the house. How you doing, dog? Good to see you. Mark says, Rick, you and Brody should go live. Yeah, we have before, yeah. A couple months ago, I think, yeah. It's still up on his channel. It's got like maybe got about 5,000 views on it. It was pretty nice. It was a good time. The sad news is that the YouTube vertical like go live together thing totally sucks, man. They need to work on that. TikTok's is way better. But yeah, with the YouTube one, it's like really messed up. There's a way we could do it nicer and cleaner, but then YouTube wouldn't promote it. So it's like, it's one thing. If it ain't one thing, it's the other. All right, Val said yeah, his dinghy was out and ready. He said, wait, that sounded bad. I mean, it depends on what kind of dinghy you're talking about. Jake said, all I got is a poncho with holes. Oh no, it's like Charlie Brown's ghost costume, man. I can see it. I can see it in my head right now. Sleepless, there you go, doggy. Appreciate that. And Jake was feeling that. He's feeling that. He's feeling them double entendres. Evan said, who's going to post a new movie on Discord today? Who's posting movies? Are you looking for a movie to watch? I watched Police Academy 1 the other night. I haven't seen that in a million years. That's so funny, man. I was laughing so much through that. Stardust was looking at me like I was crazy or something, probably. Sabs in the house. How you doing, Sabs? Good to see you again. Jake says, Rick, the rain is stopping, soul shredding, speeder speeding, voltage drinking, neoclassical legend of our time. There you go, buddy. I like it. Val felt like flapping. Flapping's my term. I'm always talking about something flapping around, man. Like bugs, people. Someone's flapping around somewhere, man. It's like, yeah. Mr. Jolly, appreciate that. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Format, good to see you, buddy. Been a minute. He said, rip it and shred it, man. You know how we do, Format. Good to see you, bud. Akakoy said, that's as good as Michelangelo, baby. Dang, brother. Thank you, man. MAB's the man. Sab said, I learned how to play Come As You Are and how to read tabs in the same 35 minutes. So that's what's up. Good job. Good job. That's a good one right there. Bouquet, there you go, brother. Val said the $500 flapping fine. It's true. It's true. Miguel Cabeza, he says, awesome, man. Your videos are one of the few I sit all the way through and watch. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. M said, man, that last one, Storm Rider Rips, great tune. Thanks, brother. If you want to hear it again, I do have a really, really good cut of it on my YouTube channel here. It's right at the top of the video section. I put it out a couple months ago. But yeah, I did a real good cut of that during one of my Saturday streams. If you don't want to hear it again, by all means, check it out. Check it out. Thank you, buddy. G-Star says, believe it or not, flapping around is one of Rick's most used phrases. It is. It is. We'll be playing games like there's some dude flapping around over there. We gotta get, or there'll be a bug. There's some bug flapping around. Like, why is there a bug flapping around? Dang it. Val says, Ricky, y'all could go vertical on a tandem bike. No one's doing that. Well, he'd have to, either I'd have to go to where he's at or he'd have to come over to my place. And then we'd have to get a tandem bike. All we got is an exercise bike here. And that might be a little weird. He can ride on the handlebars. Let's see. Mr. Jolly, you're quite welcome, brother. Thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Evan says, Rick has a Discord too. You people should check it out. Super chill. Absolutely, man. Everyone is welcome in the Discord. It's free to join. Invites immediately for free. If you want to check out the Discord, just go to my channel. And at the bio, there's a set of links. It's right at the top there for the Discord channel. If you have Discord, you're more than welcome to join in. AP says, great songs and chats. Absolutely, brother. Good to see you. Oh, shoot. Aka Koi talking about Rat Race, man. But that's a classic, dude. You know what Rat Race is actually based on, or a kind of a copy of? There's a movie from the late 70s, early 80s called Scavenger Hunt. It's one of my favorite movies, honestly. I really love this movie. And Rat Race is a very similar remake of that, somewhat. But yeah, I remember Rat Race, dude. Rowan Atkinson's hilarious in that, man. Lisa in the house. How you doing, Lisa? She said smash the thumbs and show some love. Absolutely. Yeah, Akko was talking about the Pink Panther movies. Oh, yeah. Whoever watched the Pink Panther movies, Professor Balls. That's what's up right there, Professor Balls. JN, thank you so much, buddy. Fortmax says, how about something from the Judas Priest Painkiller album? A couple, I think. What was the other one? Mesmerize all. Can't think of that one. Touch of Evil. That's the one. Yeah. I know mostly the older Judas Priest. I'm an '80s Judas Priest fan. I love Painkiller, but it was not the Judas Priest I was hoping for. But it was still a great album. Don't get me wrong. It was their comeback record, and it smoked for sure. That's for sure. See, Val, you know handlebars, man. We got some. It's a nice little spot you can sit on. It would look weird, but it could work. Vlad Kiev, good to see you. He says every time, happy to see you. Thank you, Vlad. Hope you're doing okay tonight, buddy. Aka knows he loves that movie. There you go. AP says, feeling that Queensr best I can about tonight. Thanks for reminding me to check out my face. I know, right? I want to be a bigger man. I want to be. That's what I think. I want to be the best I can. And I won't let go. That's a good one. There you go, Mag. Jake's about to say, you might rewatch Spaceballs tonight. Or soon. There you go. I might just keep going with the Police Academy. I got Police Academy 2 and 3 available for me to watch. I'm going to check that. Michael says heavy metal or the Road Warrior. Road Warrior for sure, man. That's a classic. I believe Evan probably seen the Road Warrior since Mel Gibson's Australian. I have to think what movie we watched lately. I watched a lot of movies. There you go, Fort Bag. Yeah, buddy. I grew up on old Judas Priest, you know. Stained Class, Hell Bent for Leather, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, Point of Entry. This is like, you know, my favorite stuff I listen to. Sabs asked, do I like Ghost? No, not really. No, I don't. I sure don't. I'm sorry. I don't like them at all. I've listened to their stuff. It sounds like a very watered down, like Merciful Fate almost, but not even really. But I know a lot of people love them, and that's fine, you know. But yeah, I listened to their stuff, and it just didn't appeal to me for all intents and purposes. I just kind of learned that last night. I don't know that song at all, bro. But it's a killer song. I gotta tell you, OE. Thank you, buddy. Oh man, JN, Born of a Sire is awesome. I do not know none of their stuff, dude. I have I don't even know what album it is, but man, it's sick. I think it's called. There's like the song called Echoes in the Cell or something. I swear to God, I don't know. I have this one album on my iTunes, and it's a ripping record, man. But I never learned their stuff, man. They're really cool. That's math rock or whatever to me. Those guys are like calculus geniuses with music or something. But I like it. It's pretty sick. There you go, Val. The Schwinn Shred. M knows Spaceballs are a classic. Waiting on a single. Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. Boquette knows Painkiller is an amazing song. Yes, yes. Live act, do I like Les Pauls? Not particularly, no. My uncle has a couple of them. I've tried them. I don't like the way they feel. They're freaking like 50 pounds or whatever. Amazing sounding. Les Pauls are amazing sounding. And some of my heroes play Les Pauls. Like Al DeMille is one of my biggest heroes, and he played Les Pauls for forever. But man. JN says, Shot in the Dark. Man, I don't know Shot in the Dark. I got one for you, though. How about this one? Where's it at? I just started relearning this one the other day. I need to practice it, too. It's a classic, man. Maybe does. This is a Jakey Lee, though. It's very similar, very close. Getting it together. I haven't played that solo since like I was like 17 or 18 years old, and I just started replaying it again after that long a time. It's been a long time since I played, but I having fun playing that. I used to love playing that live. So good, so good. Sleeper says the Naked Gun movies. The old ones are, and I have access to the new Naked Gun movie. I want to watch it. That could be on my list too. Next week I can't stream at all, sadly, so I'm going to be catching up with a lot of movies and stuff next week. Aka, I remember the first Mad Max was After the Apocalypse. Yeah, that was the very first one. Was like, it's pretty rough, but it's a good movie. But the Road Warrior was the one, man. The Road Warrior was the one. Boquette says, learning my classic, just listen to the 19 Scorpions album, and I can tell I don't like the Scorpions, man. Really? That's a lot of albums right there. Evan knows running on empty for sure. Formax says Judas Priest of the Hellfest 2025 was crazy. Yeah. There's some pro shot sick video of that, bro, on YouTube here, man. That's a great show. That's one of the best shows I've seen Judas Priest do in a while, man. And Rob was there, man. He was doing it. Jane says, definitely learn No More Tears solo. I probably could, but if I had time to do it, man, I never learned it in the first place. The only thing I ever learned from Zach was like Miracle Man, and I was like 16 years old when I learned that. And it's been a long time. Sab says, I mostly like 70s, 80s, and 90s hard rock. I've been getting into metal with a lot of new things. Never thought I listened to, but best one's 3 Days Grace. That's a good band. 3 Days Grace is really good. Mark back again. There you go, bro. Jake's feeling about the Austin Powers again. Those are some funny ones too, man. You ever see So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers? That movie's funny. I love that movie. Live action. I just got a Les Paul Epiphone special too. Nice, dude. Those are nice. And people sleep on those Epiphones. They're real nice, man. I have an Epiphone Chet Atkins. It's really nice. This plays terrible. Jane said, this is my favorite Ozzy song and the first I learned. I'm like, there you go, brother. It's a beautiful one, man. Michael says, oh man, playing some Oz, man. You know how we do. Evan says, one thing people don't mention is how bloody heavy Les Pauls are. They are. That's why I don't like them, man. This guitar is like 6.5, 7 pounds, man. It's nothing. It's like air, man. Les Paul's like, ooh. You can see Brody, he loves that Les Paul, but man, he knows how heavy it is. He'd be like, man, my shoulder killing me, man. It'll break your back, man. It'll break your back. You gotta do back exercise. You need to head to the gym and do back day. If you're gonna start playing Les Paul, man, ain't the truth. Mike Henry says, yes, Paul Jackson, Rickenbacker, Fender, Target, Menu, Banjo. Let's go. Keep rocking. You know how we do, brother. There you go, JN. AP says strong on the Ozzy. Oh, yeah, man. Vinny Angel, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Jan says Rocky Like a Hurricane solo. That's a good one too, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm the old Scorpions fan, like Uli Roth day Scorpions. That's my stuff. Sales of Charon, Catch the Train, stuff like that, man. That's my jam. Uh-oh. Southwest, that Stardust gonna be mad about that. And Chicago's looking pretty good too, man. Shoot. Calamity Advocate, thanks so much. Appreciate you hanging with us. Pelifunder got the count, 191. Nice. We'll see if we can get to 200 by the end of the show. I hope so. I hope so. Michael knows Miracle Man's an awesome song. Yeah, I need to relearn it, man. I see Brody playing it. I'm like, man, I need to play that again. I can't remember what he was doing on those solos. It's like I know it's like a blues one here. I gotta let it again. That's a cool solo, man. Zach was sick, man, back in the day. Aka says first movie I saw on DVD. Nice, nice. Michael says no rest for the wicked, no more tears in osmosis. Yeah, I have no rest for the wicked on my playlist, and I have osmosis. But actually, I think I only got the that bit Perry Mason. I like that Perry Mason song a lot. I like to listen to that tune. Aka knows back day for the show. Boquet says you can use Les Pauls as a weapon. You could. You knock someone's head clean out with that thing, man. AP says you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to accord a point in turn. You have the right to sing the blues. True that. Live Act says, yeah, I just did my first live performance and my shoulder was hurt. I feel you, bro. You play 30, 45 minutes with a Les Paul on you, you would be hurting. For sure, man. Evan says BC Rich makes an even awesomer axe to the head weapon. Yeah. They got them pointy guitars, bro. J Bang Castle, it's my bro's birthday. We rode bikes to Cherokee, North Carolina for days. Can we get a riff or two? Oh yeah, man. Which riff you want, man? I'll do a couple ripping solos here, some classics. Let's see. How about this one? This is a good one here. This is one of my favorites right here. Some Rat. Rat's a classic. Sheets you will find me. I know that nothing's for free. About let's see what else we got. Can't go wrong with Yngwie. Yngwie got the best riffs of all time right here. If you don't know the song Yngwie, you ain't a fan of Yngwie if you never heard this one. like some Yngwie in the house. I know there's always some death metal fans watching. You never know who's out there. How about Trapped in the Corner by Death? A little bit of that. I got to practice this solo every day too, right about now. Chuck Schuldiner, Andy LaRock, what a combo that was. Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What else we got? All right, one more last one. There was some talk of Judas Priest. The good old classic Judas Priest. Gotta love it, man. Jake said, what's the chance of hearing some Holy Diver? 99.99999999999. There's only that 0.00001 chance we were gonna do it. So there you go, Jay. Good to see that, man. You know, that's one of my favorites right there. All right, let's see. We got a lot of comments on that stuff. So I appreciate it. We're gonna have a load out. We're gonna do one more song after this for sure. Let's see. Bouquet said, you ever played Left 4 Dead 2? I played Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Yeah, for sure. You can also swing a guitar in Dead Island 1 and 2. They got some guitars in there. And what else are there? The Sons of the Forest. There's a guitar in that one. You can smack up some people with that. That's some funny stuff, man. Jake said, lift weights for a cool body? No. Lift weights to play this ball endlessly? Yes. There you go. Thank you, Lisa. Jay Bang, you're welcome, brother. Southwest knows that's Monday Night Heavy Shred. Absolutely. Bouquet, there you go, bud. Jake's Fine said he feel like Al Bundy sometimes. Even got to get my pair of slippers. M said 200 likes. Let's go. Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Thank you everyone who liked the video tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you, Aka. Jake's Fine said, damn, Rick, you killed that English. Oh, that's my favorite one, man. That's my favorite. Lisa, thank you. Aka, thank you. Yeah, Stardust got her new slippers. they're cool. M said, you don't hear a cool Canadian prog metal band with great guitar? Check out Protest Hero. I'll give it a try, man, if I remember for sure. You never know. I might have heard them before, actually. Sometimes, I'll be listening to, one song, and then Apple will start playing, songs that are nostalgic. I remember seeing that name before. Thanks, Donald. Bouquet says, what a shame Death is the only band. It's the only band I know, really. I mean, I know some Obituary in my head. I've listened to a lot of old Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, but I was great friends with Chuck Schuldiner, man, so I learned a lot just by hanging out with Chuck, those songs of Death. So it became my favorite band for sure. Death metal band. AP said, that was heavy. Oh, yeah, buddy. Thank you, man. Val Kimber, thank you, buddy. Mark, have a great night, my friend. AP knows, gotta live it up, man, for sure. Lisa says, smash those thumbs up buttons. Let's get some likes. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bouquet. Don Jason, I enjoy all the bands that Rick knows how to play, don't you? I love it. That's the stuff I played when I was a kid, man. Everything you hear is probably stuff that I played when I was 16, 17, 18, 19 years old in cover bands and stuff. Val Kimber, there you go. Cracking it up. And thank you very much. Jake, appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Michael. Bouquet, thank you. Jake's Fire said, Rick, the Holy Shredder. Ride that tiger. You know how we do. Southwest says, my opinion of Death's last album, Sound of Perseverance, is great. Yeah. I think it's one of Chuck's most daring musical ventures, man. And plus he had Richard on there, man. And Richard loved Chuck. And he would do anything for Chuck. And every drum beat that Richard wrote for that was just what Chuck wanted. It was perfect. It was so amazing. But yeah, I was there for pretty much the entire process of them writing it and recording it and stuff. But yeah, it was amazing to see. But it's a great record. It's got some great tunes on it. Like I said, it was more. He was trying to do something different. And every Death album, he tried to do something different. He wanted to expand the bounds of what you could do with death metal, and it's great, man. It's always evolving. That was awesome about Chuck. Evan says Gene's drumming was next level on that Death. Oh yeah, man. And Evan, I did watch that interview. Yeah, that was very cool, man. Very cool to watch. Jake's Five said, Rick, if a zombie apocalypse happened, I feel like you and Stardust would kill zombies with your heaviest guitar while blasting Holy Diver. Oh, yeah, man. We take care of it. Thanks, Aka. Latasha Holmes, how you doing? Good to see you. Mr. Shelley, he says, I'm now way less depressed than I was. That's great to hear, buddy. That's great to hear, buddy. I know how you feel, bro. I know it. But trust me, I've been your age. I've been every age up to my point right now, and I've seen it all. When it comes to relationships, man, try getting married to a psycho. That's a good one to start with. Yeah, you'll be fine, brother. You're plenty young, and you got all the time in the world to find the love of your life and all that kind of stuff, man. AP says, forget about that macho stuff. Learn how to play guitar. True that. True that. Val says an artist should always evolve. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Aka knows Gene is insane. Yeah. Gene was super cool too, man. I hung out with Gene for as long as they recorded that album, Symbolic. That's for Symbolic. I hung out pretty much all the time. And Gene was living with Chuck during the time he was helping writing songs. Gene had a drum machine. When they were writing the songs, he would just write beats on a drum machine constantly, and then he'd go and play them. And it's like sick, dude. Mr. Shell said he had 2 tubs of ice cream and he was feeling a little better. There you go, buddy. Aka says, no, don't get married to a psycho. Learn to love yourself. I know. You never know until you get to that point and you find out, like, I think I made a mistake. Valkyrie, she said Gene loves jazz. Remember, wasn't that a band back in the day? That's funny. What do we got left here? I think we're going to do, we'll end the night with some Voltage, since I've been drinking Voltage. That's what I drink, Voltage. So we're going to do the song called Voltage in honor of the drink Voltage. And then for show, let's do that. Let me load that up. I don't think I played this, but maybe once last week. All right, let's see. And we got a T-shirt for that too. Let's get the T-shirt up. One last T-shirt of the night. Anyone interested in some cool merchandise, things like that? It's free to look at the store here. If you see something you like, hey, put it on your favorites. Wish list it. All good, man. All good. Payday come real soon someday. But let's go. We'll get that Voltage shirt up on the screen. For all that are hanging out tonight, right now, I will be streaming all week except for Wednesday. We're going to a concert on Wednesday, so I will not be here. So tomorrow night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, every night's a stream. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you get your notifications on. I do schedule all these streams through Monday through Friday. They're at 10 p.m. and on the weekend they're at 9. So there you have it. We're gonna end the night with a song called Voltage in honor of the drink I've been drinking tonight, Mountain Dew Voltage. And then we'll say our goodbyes. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if this song doesn't do it for you, I don't know what else would, to be honest with you. But I thank you nonetheless for hanging out with me tonight. So check this out. This one's called Voltage. didn't get shocked too much there on that one. Ooh, I was feeling good on that one. That's a great song. That's a fun song to play right there. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Let's see. I could say love Gene on Death and Death. Oh man, Gene is a human. Gene is a human drum machine. He is so amazing, dude. Boquette says you knew Chuck. That's amazing. Oh, yes, sir. Chuck, there's a new Chuck Schuldiner biography coming out, available for pre-order now. If you go to my community page, I have a link to it and all the information. I did a 3-hour interview with the author to help him put puzzle pieces back together from about 1996 to the 2000 era. So yeah, it was pretty cool, man. But I'm in Chuck's the new Chuck Schuldiner biography coming out in November, I think it is. Available for pre-order now. So if you're interested, check out my community page for more information on that. Thanks, Val. Aka says the best Mountain Dew flavor other than Baja Blast. It's true, man. That's some good stuff. Jake said, true story. Last relationship I had was with a girl that was a bit of a psycho. In the long run, not worth it. The attention was cool, but I don't know. Yeah, I know, brother. You never know. You never know, man. Mr. Shell says, well, I love this community. I must go. Good night, everyone, and good morning, depending on where you're at. I'll see you later. Have a great one, Mr. Shell. Take care of yourself, buddy. Southwest knows some high voltage rock and roll for sure. Dale Usery in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Donald James says, NIN. Yes, sir. Bella, yes. And Bella and Brandon, 9 Inch Nails. We have tickets for the 9 Inch Nails concerts. We haven't been out to a concert in a long time. And 9 Inch Nails is one of Stardust's favorite bands, so and they're playing inside, so we can't miss that. We wanted to go see Slipknot, but they always play at the outdoor arena. I ain't sitting outside all day for that. As much as I enjoy Slipknot, I ain't sweating my tail off all day because it gets hot out here in Florida. Mark, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. AP knows. M, thank you, buddy. Lee says, did you say you weren't streaming next week? Next week, no streaming. Yes, next week. Starting next Monday, 0 streaming, sadly. I'll be doing a lot of Borderlands 4 while I'm on call for my job. Sadly. Tis what it is. That's tis what it is. Doggy, thank you. Boquette, appreciate you there. Thanks, Val. Evan said, anyone else's lights start to flicker? I know, sometimes they do. I play. I got a light in my bathroom. It turns on, and I play. It turns off. I turn voltage on, and it comes back to life. Like one light. I don't know. Lisa, thank you. Boquette's feeling that. Latasha Holmes, thank you. CMM says Rick should collab with Patrick Gnarly. I mean, no disrespect to Patrick. He's a good musician, but he plays more grunge stuff. He's really into the grunge era, which is cool. But yeah, I do neoclassical. I don't think we'd fit together. But I've seen Patrick on the Doom Scroll, man. He's got a good audience, man, for what he does, for sure, man. But yeah, not really a grunge. I'm never a grunge fan. A couple of grunge I like, but not too much. Jake said, I advise anyone holding their phone while the song plays to wear rubber gloves. That's true. It's a good idea. And Boquette said, and a helmet. That's a good one, too. Evan said, sorry, I timed my Frankenstein monster for voltage. There you go. Evan's like, pull the lever now, Igor. Pull the lever now. It's alive. Aka says, I can see you like Ingve a lot. Oh, yeah. If you can't, I don't know if you can see which way do I got to go? Here, look. See that poster right there? That's Ingve's poster. That's how much Ingve got to watch me. You know, Ingve got to keep me in check all the time. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Donald. Sebastian Rodriguez Angelo, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see. Donald J said Gene played perfectly with Chuck style. Oh, man. Right to the note, man. Perfect. Sebastian, if you haven't watched that interview, Donald, it's a really good interview, man, with that Garza. I don't know what the guy's name is, but Gene did a really long interview, but there's some clips of him just talking about Chuck and stuff like that. Sebastian from Peru, Machu Picchu. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you, Aka. Evan got the monster face. Pella got the count, 215. There we go, man. We definitely cracked the 200s. I love it. AP says, damn, Rick, you should smash something after playing that. How about at least the soda can? Could probably crush it. Jerry White, there you go, buddy. Donald James said, you guys are going to have a great time. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. Pretty cool for sure. And Stardust will get her official 9 Inch Nails t-shirt on top of it, though. Not me, though. No t-shirt for me. It's probably going to cost like $50 for a t-shirt. Jerry White, how you doing, buddy? Donald J says, 9 Inch Nails is a good band regardless. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate them at all, but I don't love them either. You know, I definitely respect Trent Reznor's an amazing musician, so, and I know a lot of their songs, so I'll be enjoying it for sure. It'll be a pretty good time. I could say he loved Borderlands. I love Borderlands too, man. I've been playing it for a while. Stardust knows if we only have backstage pass, I know. Maybe someone will recognize me like, hey Rick, you want to meet Trent? I'm like, I'll be like, yeah, sure. We'll see. It's a lot of people going to be there, so. Julian Millman, hello to you. Right on CMM, yeah, it's true, man. But Pat's he's a very good musician, man. He plays everything to perfection. That's no doubt. Donald Zim says Temple of the Dog, maybe. You know, I know Temple of the King. I only know that one riff from that Temple of the Dog. What was it? From the mouth of decadence, I'm going. I can't do the Chris Cornell part. I can do the Eddie Vedder really good. I can imitate Eddie Vedder pretty good. Heaven knows Rick withdrawals. I know, buddy. I'm gonna have all you guys withdrawals. There you go. Heaven knows mad session. Jake says, Rick, do you know any Steve Terryberry? Do I know of him? Yeah, of course, Stevie T. Yeah, he is sick, dude. He's a killer player. He's funny too, man. But yeah, his videos lately just been memed out videos. He doesn't really do much guitar. He'll throw some in there, but yeah, I used to watch him back in like COVID times, and he could shred. He could shred it up, man. Donald James said, I remember Gene made a cameo on Eric. I did not see that. That's crazy. Val says Rick wouldn't date NIN. Not really. I'm a dude, so they're all dudes, so yeah, wouldn't date those guys. I won't be going backstage for the party, let's say that. More just the picture. Hey, here's a picture of me and Trent Reznor. That'd be dope. Donald James said, I love my friend who's streaming right now, but he plays all Deftones, Corns, and Limp Bizkit. There you go, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cool guy. Jake says, what about Temple of the Cat? Could be one. Anyone got that? I have to write it down. I'm eating Meow Mix. Eating Meow Mix, yeah. Michael knows I'm going hungry. Aka says, my friend Sean just plays originals, but Evan said Michael on hunger strike. True that. All right, well, I think we got the comments covered. Audience starting to dwindle. They knew that was the last one. But, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. What do you say? Southwest says, your opinion of the late Brett Hines, lead guitarist for Mesa. I don't know. I heard about him, buddy, but I never got into Mastodon, so I have no idea. I have no opinion, good or bad, honestly, but it's probably good. A lot of people say he was really great, a great dude and a great player, so I have to go with those people. So, but I don't think I can name one Mastodon song for you. I've never listened to them, but a lot of big name people were very saddened by that. So. I can only imagine how good he was, man, for sure. Evan said Wes is underrated. Wes Borland, yeah. He's a weird dude, but yeah, he can play. Jake said, Rick, your singing voice is beautiful. I try. AP, there you go. Donald James said, oh, that's right. He does like Mastodon. I never heard of him. I know I've heard the name, and maybe I've heard a song or two, but yeah, I don't listen to a lot of music, man. I understand you guys love listening to music and new bands and new stuff. I appreciate that. It's only, I think the last new bands I listened to was like in the crop of bands from 2013, like Motionless in White, Bullet for My Valentine, Falling in Reverse, Black Veil Brides. That's probably the last crop of new bands I ever listened to. But any band like that came out in the last couple of years, I couldn't even tell you, bro. Couldn't even tell you. But I appreciate you all love it. If you all love that music, man, that's what's up, man. That's what matters the most, is how much you love it. But with that being said, I want to thank every single one of you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. Oh, Jake says, Rick, the moment you make a cameo campaign. Okay. I gotta get that link up there. I'll get that link up there, and I forgot about that. But yeah, all right, I gotta get out of here, yo. I gotta go chill. And then yeah, beyond that, I'll be back tomorrow night, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications set, because I do schedule all these live streams. So beyond that, I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you're having a great day or great night wherever you're at, located in the world. I want you to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. I want you to take care of each other, because that's all we got in this world. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Y'all have a great one. Take care.